And on this Wednesday, February 25th, 2026 edition of Newsmakers, President Trump is criticizing policies that allow children to transition genders. In attendance at his State of the Union address last night was Sage Blair, a Virginia woman who Trump says was allowed to begin the process of changing genders without her parents' permission.
But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will.
Trump said Blair's school allowed her to socially transition without telling her parents. A federal judge has ordered Maryland's largest school district to pay $1.5 million to parents who sued after the district eliminated parental notice and opt-out options for LGBT-themed storybooks, some of which included messages about gender transition and pride celebrations for children as young as 4. In a ruling last week, U.S. District Judge Deborah L. Boardman granted both a monetary award and a permanent injunction. The decision follows the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling last June, which held that Montgomery County Public Schools cannot require students to be exposed to LGBT-themed instructional materials without parental consent. Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill is asking a federal judge to temporarily restrict an FDA rule during her lawsuit against mail-order abortion drugs. Murrill appeared in federal court yesterday to make the request. She said the Biden-era rule removed the requirement for women to see a doctor before they could receive abortion pills. Murrill says the FDA rule endangers women's health and violates Louisiana's abortion ban. Murrill's office says the court's ruling could come down in a month or two. Meanwhile, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton is suing an Austrian provider of abortion-inducing pills under a new state law that enables abortion pill-related suits. Aid Access is a nonprofit that provides abortion pills to women nationwide, including in Texas and other states where abortion is illegal. The Justice Department is suing UCLA over allegations of anti-Semitism. The Trump administration accuses the campus of turning a blind eye to anti-Semitic acts and ignoring cries for help from Jewish and Israeli employees. This comes months after the administration launched an investigation into anti-Semitism on UCLA's campus. In the course of the investigation, the administration halted the university's research funding and sought a $1 billion settlement. UCLA was the site of several pro-Palestinian protests in 2024 and 25. Pope Leo will travel to Africa in April. The trip will mark the pontiff's first overseas trip of 2026. He'll visit Algeria, Angola, Equatorial Guinea, and Cameroon over the course of 10 days. Africa is the continent where Catholicism is growing the fastest. Leo also has trips to Monaco and Spain scheduled this year. Earlier this month, the Vatican said the Pope has no plans to visit the United States this year. And that's Newsmakers for this Wednesday, February 25th, 2026 edition. I'm Keith Black.